Hello everyone, it is Friday. Yes, it's Friday. And wait a minute, I'm early. Fuck!
Yes?
I'm half an hour early.
Yes, you're stupid.
Oops. I just realized it's like, wait a minute, it's Friday. I don't start until 7 on Fridays.
Baka.
Oh my god, I just remembered it's Friday. Oh my god. I shouldn't be streaming right now. Oh well, whatever. We're going to be going live anyway. Pix will just have to follow. Hello there, Plutonium. Hi. Welcome. We're usually not this, dirty here. I typically have everything under control. There's nothing going wrong here. Except for, Nay, Ben. Nay. No. I refuse. Okay, so. Okay, we can do the intro then. Yes, I can hopefully probably finish it then. And everyone who comes in at 7 can just come and scream at you, why did I start half an hour early? Because I did goofed. Oops. So, I do have some funny stories for today though. At work today, so today we have a little celebration day here together with us, with me and Tenho. So we have a day where we can eat some carbs. So we figured, hey, let's go out and get some bread. And I was sitting in the middle of a Zoom call with my colleagues, and I just tell Tenho, you should go and get dressed now. Without any context. And I see the face of one of my coworkers just twist a little bit. Oh. And I correct myself. You should get your outer, get dressed with your outer clothes, because Tenho likes having inner clothes, like clothes she wears inside and clothes she wears outside. Where I just put on a coat, But, without the context, it's like, yeah, Tenho is here without clothes, doing her work. Oh, derp. Oh well. That's the wrong scene. Let's go. We have some things to get into. Loris? Let's not talk about him. I also decided to do a new little thing here. You can see my cable for my headset going to my microphone right now, because I wanted to know how much the how it sounds to get a monitor on myself. And normally I would do that through my voice meter, but there's a slight delay in voice meter, which makes it a little bit awkward. So here we go. Let's go. I don't mind it being a long case though. It's fine. I do need to turn down the volume on this thing though, because wow, that is loud. This one. What are you doing here, Kate? Ah, Monsieur Shields and Monsieur Edgeworth. Allow me to apologize once again for all the trouble I caused you yesterday. Miss Hall looks a bit tired. Has Von Karma finished interrogating you? Yes. Aside from what happens to the ice sculptures, I was not at fault for anything else. Are you also here to meet with Master Jeff, Kate? Yes. I am worried about how he's holding up. Detective Bad, why are you here? I just happen to be here. I'll be heading to the crime scene soon. I don't think this is a place that people happen to be, though. Oh, he looks different. He looks like defeated almost. Hello.
Master Jeff, what happened to you?
Oh no, Monsieur Master, why do you look so poor? I didn't get much sleep last night. The tribulation known as questioning was rather harsh. I'm just a little exhausted. Yes, this is Jeffrey Master. That's his name. I think it was Jeffrey. Yeah, Jeffrey Master. And he's a pastry chef. They didn't let you sleep.
For an interrogation, that's going a bit too far, Detective Bat.
The detective in charge of the initial investigation was also in charge of the interrogation. I don't like Von Karma's methods, but this is all that I could do. He was the one who brought me here. It seems I was supposed to be interrogated for a little longer, though. It seems that Detective Bat is looking out for Mr. Master on his own. In his own way. So, shall we inform Mr. Master about what happened yesterday, Raymond?
Yes, sir. I got all my memos right here.
Didn't you eat your memos? Literally. I saw you eat your memos. Mr. Master, I would like to inform you about yesterday's investigation. Yes. Thank you very much. Please, go ahead.
Master Jeff, it's almost like your spirits is gone.
Ah, my sugar levels are super low. So, I might not seem like my usual energetic self. Okay, so here's another thing. Now, because we have a like a celebration day today, we ate like a cinnamon bun each today, basically. And whenever I get too much sugar, like at once, I almost always get a dizzying headache. I had one cinnamon bun and a baguette. And I got that, like just that headache. It was super weird. Like, wow. So, yeah. But also the baguette. We had a good proper baguette. And, it was just too much carbs. So I became dizzy. So we're not doing that again. That was super weird.
Monsieur Master, do we have anything that can give him spirits and glucose a boost?
We do. Let's question him a little bit before we do that, though. Mr. Master. Yes. What is it?
You look dizzy, Mr. Master Jeff.
Ah, my sugar levels are low. So I might not seem like my usual energetic self. Yeah, okay, that was all. That feeling when you have some college work due soon. Oh. Yeah, I am familiar with that. Been there, done that. I am so glad I'm finished with that. Oh, those chocolates. Are you giving them to me? Yeah, pigs will probably strangle me. But, I mean, I started and I just can't do much about it because I'm dumb and she'll probably give me an earful on Discord later. Like a vengeful Brit. You know? I'm just going to at her because, you know, Pix is going to strangle me. Oh my god.
Ah, those chocolates are... If possible, I would like to give them to you immediately. But it's against the rules to give anything to suspects in the detention center.
I see. Regrettably, if those are the rules, then there's nothing we can do about it.
Are you sure there's no way we can give them to him? Detective Bad looks like he noticed that we're trying to ask of him. I'll inspect the chocolates. If there are no problems, I'll think about it. Detective Bad, thank you very much. Right, I knew we could count on you, Detective Bad. I am truly in your debt. Wait right here.
Oh, sorry, Pace, you haven't missed much. Just zombie Jeff who needs some chocolate. And funny stories of me doing dumb shit.
Take it. Thank you very much. Not a word to anyone else.
Not the klutz. I'm not the klutz.
Yes, of course. I apologize for making you go through so much trouble. Now I shall partake in eating these delicious delights at once.
That's pretty formal.
I'm sorry for asking you to do something so dangerous, Detective Bad. I only did what I wanted to. Why can't you just be honest here, Detective? Oh, how sweet. It's like I come back to life. Oh, did Kate make these chocolates? Yeah, yes, sir, I did. How did it taste? Melt in your mouth, not in your hand. Sweet chocolate melting in my mouth. So sweet.
I'm singing falsely out on purpose, you know. Because I can actually sing. I just haven't done so in a while.
Thank you for the tasty treat.
I have considered singing on stream, but I don't want to be hit with the DMCA and stuff like that, especially now. I need to find some something that's in. If I was going to like sing on stream, I would have to do it with something that is what's it called? Public domain, which greatly limits the interesting things, you know. Let's see. ISTG chicken exists for me to feel like I can't cook. What is STG chicken? I have never heard of that before.
Oh, they're a bit misshapen, but so sweet and delicious. Thank you.
I am glad you two enjoys it. Ah, fair enough.
And above all, it helps you regain your spirit. Thank you for your concern. The food they serve here has been absolutely tasteless. And combined with a lack of sleep, I was thoroughly exhausted.
Is the food here that bad?
Just salt, beef, and stew. Your average prison fare.
Okay. That sounds like a recipe for like malnutrition, if that is all you get there.
That is odd. I could not taste anything. Whatever. I'm about to head out to the crime scene. Please wait, Detective Bad. Can you give us any new information? Yeah, I think I can. We've identified the victim. Just as you said, Isaac Dover was a sculptor who worked in France.
It seems he went by the name Pierre Roquet.
Isaac Dover was Pierre Roquet. How could that be? Monsieur Pierre Roquet. So Pierre Roquet wasn't actually French, huh?
And he's eating the memo again.
Which is likely why he never showed him to the public while he worked under that name. The solid sculptures. They were his masterpieces, it seems. Although they will remain forever unfinished.
Unfinished? I should probably change my... So, I notice when I am just sitting here right now with my monitor, a stark difference when I speak towards the microphone and like to the side here. So maybe I should change the monitor which I play games on, so that I can actually watch the like speak directly to the microphone or move the microphone. That's a consideration for later, I guess. But it's something that I need to reconsider, I think.
Unfinished, even though they were his masterpieces. It seems he worked on them by season. Was it finished? The remaining winter constellations. His work will be done. Huh? The winter constellations are Taurus and Gemini, right? Those ice sculptures were his final pieces. It is heartbreaking that they melted. I cannot apologize enough. Ruffle French.
Is the music not you looking at the mic? Okay. Let's just leave it since I'm listening to both right now. But at the same time, I can't say for certain how the levels are. So how is the microphone volume compared to the game in-game music? Because I did some fiddling with my audio settings today. So if it is like if it's hard to hear, okay, game is a little bit loud. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the game a little bit more. So how about now? That's a little bit less. Because I don't think I have an accurate representation of which is which here. Okay, good.
No, I wasn't blaming you or anything. Also, Joe was infamous for being greedy. He would charge hundreds of thousands just to make a single sculpture. It seemed like he always had money troubles. The murder might be related to that, but it's still under investigation. So he had money problems, even though he was a famous artist. Do you know why he entered the dessert contest? Not yet. He kept it a secret, even from his family. I see.
Like, I think I know. He wanted to win the recipe and sell it for exorbitant amounts of money.
It's time. I'm bringing in a replacement guard. I can't hang around here any longer than I have.
Oh, what's up, Subtile? Yes, I had a premature streaming event because I forgot that I typically stream from 7 instead of 6:30 on Fridays. It happens sometimes. Mostly because I suppose I didn't cook dinner today. I just went and picked it up and we ate it. Nah, it's not your fault, Mina. It's just that typically at 6:30 we are eating dinner because I tend to make something more fancy on Fridays that takes a bit longer, just because I can, because I have the extra time to be able to eat it before I start streaming. So that's why I, you know, shiny spirits you. I haven't gotten one on Pokemon Go.
Yes, I understand. Let us meet again later.
What are you pondering, Platonium Pie? Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
That detective is a kind soul.
Hello, Laplace. Welcome. How are you doing tonight? Also, Septile, thank you for the host. I forgot to say. I just noticed in my tab here.
Indeed. He never strays from his own beliefs. He is truly has a strong will.
But he's pretty scary when you first meet him.
I see. Should you tell me everything that happened yesterday? Of course. Allow me to give you a report of our investigation. So, this is what happened. I'm sorry for the trouble Kate has caused you. I am truly very sorry. You have no need to worry as long as you have told the truth, Miss Hall.
Oh. Ow. Yeah. I'm lucky that... So I have my wisdom teeth and I have them still, and they have been acting up. I have considered... I should really get them pulled, just in case. Since it supposedly gets worse the longer you wait. But it's just... You know. Oh, yeah. I think today is something. Okay, so here's another thing that I noticed today. I know the English expressions. I've been informed by reliable English sources that a red night is a good omen, unlike a red dawn. But I'm just going to say the evening is red, blood will be spilled this night.
Firing our friendship laser.
And thank you for the gifted sub there, Laplace Plutonium Pie. That is very much appreciated. That was on Discord, Bello. I was reading Discord. So, but yeah, because there is so much blue going on the other side of the pond right now, and I expect everything to go down in a blaze of fire, and I'm so glad that I'm on the other side of an ocean, so I don't have to deal with that. Hey, Pex, you've always been reliable for English stuff like that. Oh, so we can type that on Discord, rather. There was it's more like the contrast between the Republican candidate's loss of the election by comparing McCain to Trump. Like, just McCain's speech. I've never seen it before, I just saw it today. And it's like, wow, that's a pretty good speech. Anyway, back to the game. Because we can drain fun on Discord in the channels dedicated to draining fun out of life. We are here to have fun. And breaking down to mentors on karma, you know?
Mr. Master, would you not mind if I asked you a few questions as well?
You don't drain the fun out of the murder case. Absolutely. But let's not get into it. Let's just enjoy the game and the murder case. It sounds so wrong when I say it out loud.
Yes, I shall indulge all that I know. Please tell us about the other three contestants in the final round of your contest. Let's see. Ms. Delicious Desserts were had a fantastic design. However, she broke the rules, so I couldn't recognize her as the winner. Up until the finals, Mr. Gustavi's flavors and design were to my liking. Unfortunately, both the taste and appearance of his finals entry left much to be desired. And there was something strange about his dessert in the semi-finals. Something strange. Both Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover's desserts had the exact same taste. They had different designs, but in terms of taste, it was like eating the same thing. What do they look like? Ah, There should be a picture of them at my mansion. Please allow me to show you later. Certainly. Thank you very much. And then there was Mr. Dover's sherbet sculptures. Oh, they were absolutely heavenly. Did you have a chance to taste his creations? If I recall correctly, his body was discovered in the middle of judging. Yes, but I was not informed of this until after the judging had finished. Since he was not present in the room, I helped myself to a piece of his edible lyre. It was fantastically delicious. I was so moved I broke into song. Wait a minute, please. Did you say the lyre was delicious? Could you please give us a little more detail about that?
The cases are just long, it seems. From what I was just glanced, after this case there are 2 more, I think. This is the 3rd case, so, well, there's always 5 cases, so, you know, this is the 3rd case, so 2 to go after this.
You ate the lyre from the sculpture in Mr. Dover's room, correct? Yes. The one that was in the same glass case as the general sculpture.
Oh, and there's another gifted sub. Also, is my... Okay, I must ask you all, because I didn't see it. Is Ari showing up here in the announcer? I can't say I saw it. But thank you regardless for the another gifted sub there, Laplace. That is fine, Pix. I mean, this game is just fine to just listen to. Okay, what is going on here? Why is that not working?
The power of friendship.
Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay, okay, I know what's going on here. I need to take a look at that. Okay, I'm gonna take a look. Can someone write to me in Discord that I should verify the alert box for my stream? I know what's going on because I've fixed it before, but it's something I need to just dig into and to try to figure out again. Back to game.
Please have a look at this picture, Mr. Master. Did you eat from this lyre that's missing the strings? Yes, that lyre originally had strings. However, I ate them all, resulting in what you see here in this picture.
Excellent.
So, the strings on the lyre were missing because he ate them. Actually, Delicia ate part of the same lyre that you did. However, she said it was so salty that she could not eat it. You don't say? That means there might be a problem with my sense of taste after all. A problem with your sense of taste? How so? There is a taste disorder called hypogeusia, in which you lose the ability to taste salt.
That sounds awful! That sounds genuinely awful. Salt is amazing!
Perhaps I have contracted this illness. I just never realized it since I eat nothing but sweets. However, I now know with certainty. So, that is why I couldn't tell what the food they served here tasted like. No! For a pastry chef to lose the sense of taste is fatal! Even if there is treatment for the taste impairment, there is no cure for it yet.
Hypogeusia is reduced ability to taste things, to taste sweet, sour, bitter, or salty substances. The complete lack of taste is referred to as ageusia. Cause of hypogeusia include the chemotherapy drug something, and anti-tumor antibiotic, as well as zinc deficiency. The more you know. I like it that they translated this in. That is great. But if it's probably for the best that you let the police know, so you can have a medical examination. No, that won't be necessary. There is a recipe at my mansion specifically for making the cure. What? You have a cure for this disease at your mansion. Okay. A recipe for a drug that will cure your taste impairment? Yes. Please look for it later when you return to the mansion. It is probably that, yeah. Monsieur Master, but that means revealing the... Kate, we should no longer conceal it from Mr. Gregory. Yes, sir. I understand. If that is what you wish. Yeah, Angel's recipe, I suppose. A recipe for a special drug. Just what are they hiding? Well then, I must be returning to the mansion now, so I will take my leave. Yes, we'll be heading there later as well. Kate, what is it, Monsieur Master? You should not live for my sake. You should reconsider your lifestyle, so you can live by yourself, even if I were no longer around. Oh my god. Oh no. Please, do not say things like that. I simply cannot live without you, Monsieur Master. I promise to wait for you until you return. Excusez-moi. No, Kate. Catherine. Master Jeff, Kate was crying. Why do you say something so cruel? I am worried about her. Catherine always puts me before herself. What do you mean? She collects Pierre Roquet's works and makes sweets, all to make me happy. Nothing more. That is the only reason she does anything. Laplace, are you trying to be punny? Are you trying to be punny? She always put aside her own preferences and things that she wants to do herself. I want Catherine to choose to live her own life. I do not want her to waste her valuable life because of me. Is that so? He thinks of Miss Hall as his daughter, and he would want his children to choose their own path in life. There's absolutely no shame in this chat. Absolutely none. That feeling, I so know it well. Oh, I like this song. I like how it is progressive. So I'm not a music, I'm an amateur musician myself. I mean, you can see my violin in the background. I can read notes somewhat, and I sing rather well, in my opinion. Nothing to make a career out of, but I can sing respectively well at the karaoke and expect myself not to embarrass myself. But just the progression here, oh, it's so good. I'm a German. Shame is inefficient. Oh, absolutely. We must return to the scene of the crime. Ah, it's already time to leave, I see. So, will my tribulations of questioning resume? Oh, that face there, like, so, will my tribulations of questioning resume? We should take measures against their interrogations from outside as well. Can you ask the police about that? I can, but I also have other ways in mind as well. When the time comes, oh, you are a dependable man. I shall be counting on you. Master Jeff will come here every day with reports on our progress. And we'll bring Kate too. Yes, thank you very much. I shall be looking forward to it. Mr. Master, know that the police will be attempting to get you to confess. I'm sorry to ask an innocent soul like yourself to bear with these painful experiences. But please hold on for now. What happened to, I won't talk while my lawyer isn't present. You know? That's what you're supposed to say here, Gregory. You should not be, interrogated without me present. I guess, but this is because of 3-day trial system. Oh my god, Bella. Our master is a master of efficiency, but his lack of social ability is inefficient, so he gave him away to America. Okay, Bella. I love that. I love that. If you confess, I am positive that Von Karma will use that to his advantage. And that will make helping you all that much more difficult. I understand. I shall try my best. If you believe in me until the bitter end, I will definitely get you out of here. I am so curious if we will get to the... Because this is the case where Gregory Edgeworth dies at the end. We know this for a fact. And I really want to see the scene where Manfred von Karma gets a penalty, because that is what happens. That is von Karma's motivation to do. I want to see it. I hope we get it in this case. I want to see von Karma get that smirk off his fucking face. No holding back here, because von Karma, he is our new, knife block.
It's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Detective Bad, thank you for helping us earlier.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for what?
Nah, Max, not even shy about it.
Enough about that. I suppose you intend to investigate today too. Hey, Posse! Thank you for the resub on the Twitch Prime. That's the 9th month. It's very much appreciated. How are you doing? Absolutely, thanks. Of course. We still need more information to prove Mr. Martha's innocence. I'm sorry, but apart from this patio, you're not allowed to investigate anywhere else.
What? So you're saying we can't investigate?
So far so good, still working. Everything isn't burning around you yet, I hope? I'm guessing this is von Karma's doing. Yeah. Von Karma's a bit of
Magical.
Hey, OBS, Streamlabs, you're a bit slow there. That was 2 minutes ago. Yeah, this is fine.
He hasn't received the autopsy. He still hasn't received the autopsy report. No, the only ones in this mansion are Miss Hall and the police. So, don't get your hopes up. On speaking with the people connected to the case. Montgomery's being completely unreasonable. He's gone too far. Oh. Detective Bat, what do you intend to do? I promise I'll do anything I can to assist you. You have my thanks.
Yeah, all of them fix?
Never let any of Von Karma's dirty tricks get the better of us.
Yeah, killing your voice is bad. I mean, there's a reason I stopped doing Gumshoe the way I have been doing it until now, because streaming Ace Attorney 3 times a week with that Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? Is a good way for me to just break myself. I mean, I'd rather try to sing soprano than do Gumshoe like that for an extended period of time.
Detective Bat, is it alright if we investigate the fountain patio? Yes, but we're already finished checking everything, except for the fountain. That is fine, as long as there is still something I shall continue investigating.
Okay, let's see if there's anything obvious that sticks out. I don't think we can speak with her. Actually, maybe we should speak with her. Yeah, let's speak with Kate first. Dead body in a part 2 in Fountain? I would. I don't think so. Unless the murder that's going on right now is trying to recreate it. But then I don't know who the victim would be, considering that both Gustavia and Scones are alive, and there are no other people involved in the case. Also, we don't know who the body in the fountain is quite yet.
Miss Hall, I've come to investigate today. Ah, Monsieur Edgeworth, I apologize for my disgraceful behavior earlier. Kate, she still looks a bit down. What Master said earlier must have been a real shock to her. I prepared the photo I took of the desserts during the semifinals. Please, take a look. Wow, delicious cake is so cute. Monsieur Master also praised the design of Delicious work very highly.
Yeah, please don't slip up. That would be bad.
Messieurs Gustavia and Dover's voice gained high praises for both taste and design, but Monsieur Master said it felt like he was eating the exact same thing twice. But it seems that the desserts had completely different tastes for the finals.
Was there anything else that was different between the two finals and the semifinals?
It is nothing major, but there was something. During the contest, Monsieur Gustavia's son always came to see him, but there was no sign of him at the finals.
Famous carpet?
His son came to visit. I wonder if there is any significance behind that. Would you mind leaving in this photo with me?
Yeah, exactly.
Certainly. Certainement.
Yes, I'll just go with certainement.
Anything to aid the investigation.
Yeah, found the victim, found the next victim in the fountain.
And here is the rest of the book that contains a special drug for curing taste disorders. That cover looks familiar. Isn't this framed in Master's room?
This is also the prize of the contest. We've put it out on display. I can't think of any carpet with Unicorn and Phoenix myself, but I am not an art aficionado. I have, like...
Nah, so the contest prize, Angel's recipe. It wasn't just a recipe for desserts.
That is right. We've informed the participants, but it seems you also don't know yet. Or don't know yet.
So, the participants knew about the true contents of the Angel's recipe.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like with everything we learn, I keep getting new and other motives for every single character in this case, because Delicia is a pharmacist. If she can get her hands, and she worked for a pharmacy company, which is something she has said. So if she were to get her hands on the Angel recipe book, they could monetize this supposed cure. So she has more of a motive to get rid of her competition. We have Gustavia, who is like studying hard to become the best, and he might just want it because of the desserts and stuff. And that's like, oh my god, it just keeps going and going and going with like the motions and stuff. I can't even. I have no clue yet. I can't even point to think about who I think actually did it. Because I was trying to like, I was also thinking it could be Kate like last time on Wednesday. If she wanted to like inherit the mansion, if you will. But I think she's being very genuine with wanting to like take care of him thus far, unless she's a really good actor. So I'm really like, I have no clue. Exactly, she cares for Jeff, and I think that is genuine. So it is like, I just have no idea, and it is fabulous. I have no idea, and I love it. Oh, this is so good.
Miss Hall, please tell me all you know about the Angel's recipe.
She is, yes. That is true, Fix.
So, the Angel's recipe contains a formula for a drug.
Yes, it is a recipe book for new drugs that haven't been released to the public yet. If sold at a pharmaceutical company, I am sure it would fetch a substantial price. So here we have Delicia's motive for doing anything to get rid of competition to get her hands on this.
Why is something like that a prize in the contest?
Monsieur Master is the only heir to the chairman of the Master Group.
Master Group?
That name sounds familiar.
They're a pharmaceutical company dealing with a wide range of products.
No, they become big news recently with the release of Cold Killer X. And we know that from the future, Delicia works for them because she works for a company that has Cold Killer X. God, no, wait, never mind. I was thinking wrong. Cold Killer X. Oh my god, that's the one Phoenix took. Oh my god. That's the one Phoenix takes. Like 8 years down the line, something like that.
Oh my god. Oof. I often use the cold killer products. Natural one. Oof. Because I've never once seen you with a cold. I would like to hear more about the master group. Did Mr. Master not want to follow in his parents' footsteps? Monsieur Master wanted to bring joy to people with his desserts. His parents also wanted him to become a great pastry chef and supported him. When his parents died, the recipe book was left to him as his inheritance. Why would he give away a memento of his parents as a prize in a contest? There was always people over after it. Something troubled Monsieur Master. By just giving away the memento would have been disrespectful to his parents, so he decided to pass it over to someone with knowledge. And the members of the master group have proven that? Information about the new drug being passed on to outsiders? Of course they objected. And then we have another, part with a motive. So, it's there are just so many people in most of the world who want to get their hands on us. That's why Delicia participated in the contest. On the order of the master group, she was requested to win the championship. Well, I was right that she was working for them. You knew about Delicia's true identity from the start? Yes, in order for her to win, I told her Monsieur Master's tastes and preferences. Why did you help her? I helped her in order to protect Monsieur Master and the Master Group. If the drug recipes were ever given to another company, he would be reprimanded by the board. I wanted to return the recipes to the company in a way that Monsieur Master would accept. So, it was due to Miss Hall's help that Delicia was able to reach the finals. And there's that. Okay. I am so confused. I have no idea who it is what, and yeah. Speaking of which, Mr. Dover wasn't a pastry chef either. He sure did well come to the finals, considering he's just a sculptor. Yes, for him to be able to make such fine desserts despite being a sculptor. The show sculptor who made him for the finals. It is clear he has great talent, but could he really have made that by himself? It is all right, I know. Is there anything else I can do to help? To save as a master, she is trying to help as much as she can. May we perhaps have some more time of that tea we had from yesterday, please, Miss Hall? I'm sure that will help us to get on with the investigation. Yeah, I would like some of Kate's tea too. Right, understood. I'll be back in a minute. Gods! Excuse me for just a moment. There we go. There's something in my throat. Okay, it looks a bit better now. A harpers of maracas are lined up here. They're so exquisitely crafted I can't tell from looking at them. They're sweet, a real thing. I'd like to touch some birds that will bring us a rule of preserving the crime scene. Keep your hands off them. I always check. They're real instruments. But if you can't tell by looking, how do you know they're real without touching them? Indeed, I didn't touch them. Not with my hands, that is. Surely not. No, I'm overthinking it. Considering that is a sweet tooth. No, I'm gonna take Gregory's advice here. I'm overthinking it. It seems these musical instruments were used in piece of cake. Of course, these are probably aren't made from candy. Detective Bad looks so somewhat disappointed. The older works in each room are written on this notice board.
So we've stopped drinking coffee here. We're drinking non-caffeinated teas, like chai tea. Well, not with chai tea without black tea in it. To make it tasty. And ginger teas and lemon teas. My favorite tea is licorice tea. Just licorice and peppermint, it's so good. Pukka has some really good teas. And my favorite is without a doubt licorice and peppermint. It's so good. But we haven't been able to get it at our store here lately, which makes me very, very sad.
From the left, Mr. Monster, Mr. Gustavia, Delicia, and Mr. Dover.
We still have some of the licorice that you sent us from last year in the Ooh. No, I will not. I've had enough for today.
Incidentally, it would be seen that the board is also made of candy. Very glad to eat all this stuff when the contest is over. What are you investigating exactly? Sir, I'm testing the water fountain for foreign matter, sir. Have you found anything? It seems there's both chocolate and sherbet mixed in the water fountain. It matches the chocolate from Jeff Master's room and the sherbet that melted in Isaac Dover's room. They all share the same composition. Fountain water circulates through the streams that flow from each of the 4 rooms. Perhaps the melted sherbet flowed into the fountain. Also, someone's blood was detected as well. What are you saying? How could there have been blood in the fountain? Detective Bad, please think back to our investigation of the crime scene. The blood disappeared from the crime scene. Also, part of the treasure chest was missing too. Perhaps the blood in the fountain belongs to this person. The victim. Let's run a comparison with the blood of the murderer.
Ooh, that sounds awesome. I really want to try making like cider, like some good cider, but we don't really have space here to make it. Like, so you all know this, most of you rather, but there's so many things I want to try to ferment. Audio's weird. Maybe like that. See, that works. Sometimes that happens. Is this better? But what I was saying, yes. And I want to try to make some good cider. How is that a worry? I just like making all sorts of things. Like ginger beer? That was amazing. I would want to make it more ginger beer, but we can't really do it while at NCHF. I want to make ciders. There's also the hot sauces. I should really make a new batch of habanero hot sauce. It just takes forever, so yeah. I'm currently making red wineberries liquor. It will be ready sometime next year. I'm making, what's it called? Gooseberries. Like gooseberry liquor, which will be ready for Christmas. No, not ginger ale, ginger beer. Like ginger beer. There's no ginger ale here, just beer. It's so good. And it's so easy to make too, it just takes a while. Of course, last time I did something like that, it exploded in the fridge, but hey. That was not my fault though. So like there is you can have it's like yes, I suppose it is. Ale and beer should be the same thing, but there is when it comes to ginger beer and ginger ale, there's a distinction in the market, or well, when you ask for it. So ginger beer specifically refers to like will refer to like a fermented beverage. Ginger ale, on the other hand, can also just be sparkling water, just cold sparkling water with like a lemon, like just ginger tea, if you will, or like something like that. There are some like just some people do like that. They're monstrous, but they do it. At least that's why I always ask for ginger beer if I'm gonna get something like that, ginger beer. I never ask for ginger ale. I ask for ginger beer. At the same time, though, here in Sweden, it's called like ale and beer is the same word, öl. So, Okay, back to that's the the lemonade, exactly. The lemonade that exploded in my fridge and made a huge mess in the kitchen. It has happened twice. One was in the fridge and the other was just all over the kitchen. I wonder why the criminal spilled the victim's blood into the fountain. Oh, that was fast. We've gathered information about all the contestants. And yet we still haven't heard Gustavia's side of the story.
Attention!
What exactly was he doing in Mr. Dover's room? And moreover, something is odd about his semi-final entry. A pastry chef bad at design, and a sculptor skilled only at designing. It would have been extremely difficult for either of them to win the contest alone. Everyone snaps their fingers for no reason. I just absolutely hate them. Could it be that Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover's connection is Detective Bad? We have reason to suspect the actions of Dane Gustavia. Yeah. It is imperative that we find a way to contact him at once. Oh, this conversation is most interesting. However, I cannot allow you to speak with Mr. Gustavia. Von Karma. I have already conducted my interrogation of him. It is not necessary for him to speak any further, especially to a mere defense attorney. But I will answer your questions in that fool's place. It seems Von Karma intends to prevent me from meeting Gustavia in person. I understand. In that case, I have one thing to ask you. Yes? I would like to know the relationship between Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover. Gustavia and Dover's relationship? It is obvious the only relationship they had was they happened to participate in the same contest. Oh, that's it? There's nothing more to say. What? How is he supposed to understand anything from so little? If you want Karma to divulge the truth, we'll have to prevent no choice but to present evidence. It is all too obvious that he is hiding something. Yeah, whip or third-degree burns. I'd like neither of them. Okay, so Well, it's gonna be this one.
Objection!
Prosecutor von Karma, I'd like you to look at these desserts. The desserts were made for a contest for semifinals. Don't you think these two have a particularly impressive design? Just what are you getting at? These desserts were made by Mr. Gustavi and Mr. Dover. I wouldn't exactly call Mr. Gustavi's design skills praiseworthy. And yet, for the semifinals, he was able to produce something comparable to Mr. Dover's. Furthermore, these two desserts had the exact same flavor.
Objection!
What are you trying to say? I'm saying it's possible they collaborated with each other on their entries. Prosecutor von Karma, please take a closer look at their desserts. At first glance, they may look completely different, but even though the designs are different, it is clear they were made by the same materials. Is that so? The same flavor and composition, it is impossible to dismiss their similarity as coincidence. They very...
Yeah, Von Karma has super deep, just Oh, but wait. There is someone who's even deeper. I mean, Mr. Shields. Wow.
The very existence of these two desserts point to a link between Mr. Gustavi and Mr. Dover. Since you already know this much, I'll tell you the truth.
It's so dumb that they can just, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you the truth, I'm gonna lie up my ass. Because you don't already know it, but now that you do know, I know that you know, then I can tell you the truth, but what I know, but the things that you already know.
Did Von Karma know about their collaboration?
Chain smoke who's full of acid.
However, what I'm about to say is not going to help your case at all. If you want to know about Gustav and Dover's connection so badly, I'll tell you. Last night when I interrogated Gustav, he told me about his connection with Dover. Until the day before the finals, they worked on the dessert together. You knew about their cooperation all this time, didn't you? Why would you conceal the truth?
Objection!
I would appreciate it if you didn't sully my reputation. Until I explain my point in court, I avoid giving away unnecessary detail. I was merely saving you time. How can he act like this and keep the truth from us? His concealment of the truth is something I simply cannot ignore. Until the day before the finals, they worked together on the desserts. Is that actually the case though?
Oh, I love this song, it's so good.
So good! I love it! I just...
Okay, so you have this signet crest. Do you have anything that can point the actually?
Dover's sherbet was delicious, but my one was very salty.
Bless you. Okay, I think I'm gonna press on this one. Hold it.
Why do you think Gustavia and Mr. Dover collaborated? Why? Because Gustavia and Ford Design Center, Dover has a knowledge that without the help of each other, they would never have made it through a single round. If so, what was their mutual goal? Why cooperate until the finals? The finals will be fought on our own merits, Gustavia said, and he ended their collaboration. Gustavia's goal was to obtain the title as the world's courageous pastry chef. It seems his pride as a pastry chef will out in the end. Victory in the finals was certainly a bit a hollow one had he cheated. So he believes that their cooperation was only went as far as the semi-finals. But what if they really continued through the finals? Prosecutor von Karma, could you explain their cooperation in a little bit more detail? Very well. Why? Because Gustavia had poor design sense, and Doom was enormous ability. I said, where's this one? Concerning your statement about Mr. Gustavia's designs, I have no objections to that.
I have no objections either. You've got no sense of style.
When I saw him attempting to fashion my likeness with candy, just thinking about it disgusts me. I actually liked his candy graphic. And now his pastry chef, and one with no science of design. There's only natural such a pathetic specimen associated with each other. They cooperated the day before, but not in the day itself? That seems highly unnatural, don't you think? What I am saying is only true. How unnatural it is matters not. Weren't you unnaturally concealing that very same truth just a moment ago? There must be no reason to keep this fact from us. Mr. Master said Mr. Dover was it the favourite to win the finals.
He must have been seeming cooperate with Mr. Starr at the time, right?
Yes, that is what I believe. However, evidence proves still cooperated during the finals.
Okay, so how can we... Afterwards, all clear keys. No. Wait a minute. So the clock there... just fingerprints. Okay, let's not put that one. Frame fingerprints. I don't see anything on this one that sticks out. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, yes. It has to be this one. Dover's sherbet was most delicious, but the latter part was very salty. So the question is, so how did that work? How do we connect this one? Because I believe it's this one, considering the sherbet was delicious, but salty.
Objection!
Score. I like that he just like, gotta look my best, Well, while I deal the finishing touch. You say that Mr. Gustavi and Mr. Dover did not collaborate during the finals? Well, that's strange. Delicia testified that Dover's sherbet was most delicious. Being a novice chef, he would have done it all by himself. Perhaps the two of them cooperated during the finals as well. Yeah, exactly. Gotta look my best when I verbally hand you your ass. I love that. Defense return. How many times out of 10? Delicious show subjective opinion cannot be admitted as evidence. There's the chance that a novice chef could have made something tasty. My wife is an amateur, yet her cooking rivals that of a world-class chef. How is that not a subjective opinion? I love that, like, that look on Gregory's face. There's like twitch, twitch, twitch. Like, you can almost see his eyebrows twitching at the statement there. I love that. Moreover, even if you take on this pharmacist's testimony, true, it changes nothing. She also mentioned that part of the sherbet is very salty, which means you can hardly call it an entire entry for the files perfect. What? No more objections? Is there no way I can prove the collaboration? Miss Edgeworth, there's something that's been bugging me. What is it? The desserts that Mr. Dover made for the finals would have taken a long time to make, right? Indeed. They were frozen sculptures after all. How did he have the time to sculpt it after it was frozen? Let alone help Mr. Gustavi with his design as well. The way I see it, just waiting for the sherbet to freeze would have used up all of his time. Ah, I see what's going on here. So if he made the whatever the sculptures were made of something, and then he put on a layer of a different material that has a lower melting point to melt away when it turns the temperature to a certain degree, which leaves the sculptures themselves intact, but melts away whatever else. At the same time, though, I find that highly unlikely because statues even ice don't melt that fast. I mean, you need to put like an ice sculpture in Sahara for stuff to melt fast. Like the difference between putting something at below freezing and at 10 degrees, it'll still take a long time for that stuff to melt. Just look at like snow, like in spring. It takes forever for that shit to melt. Just how is he able to make those sherbet sculptures? Raymond, you may have a promising future after all. Sparkles. Yeah, exactly. So it could just also be that he had some, made some weaknesses, structural weaknesses on the sherbet and just like knocked them away or something. I don't know. Thanks to you, I have noticed one more possibility. And he keeps eating those mellows. That's right. Mr. Dover's sherbet needed time to freeze properly, and the contest time limit would not have been enough. The method Mr. Dover used to make his sherbet within a time frame was they were prepared in advance. If the sherbet was prepared in advance, he wouldn't need to do all he needed to do was sculpt it. Please excuse me. I have finally realized your earlier view was correct. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth? What are you doing? Oh, so you're finally admitting defeat? No. All I'm admitting to is that the truth of one of your statements.
Dover and Gustavia's collaboration lasted only until the day before the finals. It's exactly as you said. They only cooperated until the day before the finals. The sculptures in Mr. Dover's room were all made out of sherbet. Such an amount would most likely need to be left overnight to freeze, which means Mr. Gustavia prepared Mr. Dover's sherbet in advance the day before. Ow, that's right. So, you realize Gustavia's coordination ended before the finals. What here? Then why did Mr. Dover not help Mr. Gustavia in return? The views of the dead are no concern of mine.
Objection!
Oh, I didn't notice that. You're absolutely right, Briggs. That's a great detail. If you aren't going to answer that, I'll need to get in touch with Mr. Gustavia himself. Or was your interrogation not as thorough as you claim? You dare mock me? That is not my intention, but I do have a problem with your attitude. I want you to give us a clear reason why we can't speak with Mr. Gustavia in person. A clear reason? Mr. Gustavia and Dover's collaboration has no bearing on this case.
Objection!
You claim that collaboration is irrelevant. If Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover's relationship had turned sour, it would serve as a motive for murder. You're saying that Gustavia and Dover's collaboration is linked to a motive for murder? If that were the case, why did he not conceal it? After all, we found about this collaboration from Gustavia himself. If you really are a lawyer, show us the evidence that gives us reason to suspect Gustavia. Only one of Mr. Gustavia's actions have been suspicious so far. Doubtless, Von Karma already knows this fact. This could be a trap by Von Karma. What's wrong, defensive? Not going to answer. But I mustn't back out now. Mr. Gustavia sneaked into Mr. Dover's room. His reasons for doing this are unclear. But the very fact that he secretly entered the victim's room is reason enough to suspect. The very fact that he secretly entered the victim's room is reason enough to suspect him. If that's the extent of it, I can dispel those doubts. I knew it. It was a trap. Was it a trap after all? I was intending to say this for the court, but I'll make a special exception. We wouldn't want to prolong the trial with unnecessary information, now would we? Take a look at this. This is a photo of Gustavia and Dover and their sons. Gustavia entered Dover's room in order to steal this photo. To steal the photo? It seems their son attended the same elementary school. Apparently he thought he'd be suspected if people found out he and Dover were acquainted. Yes, just like you're doing right now. There is nothing suspicious about Gustavia's actions. No further room for argument. That is kind of sus. You're still adamant about not letting us meet Mr. Gustavia. I have an investigation to return to. I have no time to wait for the likes of you. Curse that one, Karma. I'm calling this a waste of time. What should we do, Mr. Edgeworth? After at this rate, Master Jeff will be. When Karma is busy. Of course. Why would he be so busy? Both the body and the blood weapon have been found, and he already has his suspect. The police should have more than enough reason to prove Mr. Master's guilt. If that's the case, then why is Mr. von Karma still investigating the crime scene? Mr. Edgeworth, is there something wrong? It seems I've been overlooking a matter of vital importance. Considering what he already has, the evidence he needs. Considering that he already has the evidence he needs to convict Mr. Master. I feel that Mr. von Karma isn't as composed as he should be. He didn't even tell Detective Bad the full results of the investigation.
It is? Wow. Yeah, he is definitely busy with forging.
Yeah, forging evidence. Furthermore, something vanished from the crime scene and we still don't know why.
So he is trying to set up the crime scene like he wants it to be. And he wants the autopsy report to be able to set it up like with a picture he wants.
But the strangest thing we found wasn't in Mr. Master's room after all.
Yeah, basically. I'm going to go for some evidence now, so leave me alone.
Mr. Dover's blood vanished from Mr. Master's room and somehow found its way into the fountain. What does this mean? Although the victim's blood wasn't found in Mr. Master's room, it was detected in the water fountain. There would have been no need for the killer to conceal the bloodstain after the blood was found. What was found? It is unnatural that only the bloodstains were found. That only the bloodstains that were found with the body disappeared, unless the body was moved. The blood would still have remained on this chocolate. Don't tell me. Someone removed the body and then erased the bloodstains. It is possible the body was removed from the crime scene. And the autopsy report still has not arrived. Although we have a murder weapon and a suspect, we don't know much about the body. I have been investigating under the assumption that the body had been discovered. Perhaps the assumption was wrong from the very beginning. We don't know. Why didn't von Karma give Detective Bad the autopsy report? To understand that, yes, I must turn my logic around.
Oh, the classical turn the case on its head.
My thing shouldn't be why is von Karma hiding information about the body, but rather, what if von Karma doesn't even have the information to begin with? What happens if they think like that? It is possible the body was removed by the police for autopsy. It was moved and hidden by the real killer.
Oh no! Okay, so I guess we're going to find the body in the fountain now. And the body found in the fountain in the future is going to be the victim, like Mr. Gustavio was poisoned.
Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard many dark rumors surrounding von Karma. is a prosecutor who forges evidence, fabricates testimony, and makes backroom deals. Yeah, I've heard that too. Why? What does that have to do with this? I try to avoid judging others based on rumors, and I didn't let those rumors influence my opinion on Von Karma until now. It seems he's a man who would distort the truth. Distort the truth? You don't mean forgery? I do, and I can't allow him to get away with this. I must return to the prosecutor's office for now. Not a word to that attorney. Roger! What do you want, defense attorney? I want to know about the truth that you've been hiding. Fool. Are you trying to mislead the police investigation again? If you interfere with the investigation anymore, I'll be forced to reprimand you myself.
Objection!
Police? No. My objection is with you. What? Isn't it a prosecutor's job to ensure justice for criminals? What are you saying? I have no time to debate the job of the prosecutor with you. However, I will tell you one thing. My job is to ensure all those that I prosecute are found guilty. Before the perfect proof, there can be no doubt.
Objection!
And to find that perfect truth, you would even stoop to forgery? I was wondering what you were going on about. You intend to accuse me of forgery, don't you? Yes. And it's for that reason you did not allow Detective Bad to investigate. What? The real reason Detective Bad wasn't investigating was not so he can keep an eye on us. It was to hide the fact that you never found the body. What? They never found the body.
Objection!
You cretins! You will cease with these ludicrous accusations. I will not tolerate any further insults. In that case, let us verify the body. If you do, we will have the evidence that shows whether or not I'm right. The burden of proof falls on you, defense attorney. Actually, it doesn't. It is your job to prove the innocent guilty. It's innocent until found guilty. And if you don't have the body here, I have no reason to declare your baseless conjecture.
Objection!
You must have noticed it too. The lack of bloodstains at the crime scene. So why did the blood vanish? And more importantly, where did it go? Foolishness.
So this is where Francisca gets it from. Foolish foolishness from the foolish fools. I have no time for the foolish foolishness of the foolish fools who follow around other foolish fools.
Foolishness. Why would anyone erase the blood and chest that contained the body? Yes, that is exactly right. If the body had been found there, the blood-containing bloodstains would have no meaning at all.
Francisca is great.
However, what if the body was already gone? To erase the trace of the body being there, I would have to get rid of the bloodstains as well. Why make such a fuss over these bloodstains? It seems like a trivial detail to me. Or are you saying that you can show me where those bloodstains went? In court, everything must be said with evidence. Isn't that right, Von Karma? In that case, I'll show you the evidence supporting my claim.
Take that!
Just like adjusting my coat while I prepare to kick your ass. Just like There were traces of the victim's blood found in the fountains. And what karma is, I'm gonna put that there. It's a surprise. I'm gonna get some more water when I'm done with this section, just so you all know. Traces of Mr. Masters' blood chocolate was also found in this very fountain. In other words, the blood was washed down the stream, which then flowed into the fountain. All this points to one possibility. After the body was removed, someone erased the bloodstains. Gah! Adjusting my tie a little bit. Fun karma, where was the body really found? If you really found a body, you should be able to answer. How do you know this information? How do you know the results of the water composition test in the fountain? Because I allowed them to investigate. Bad. Always on my side. From here on out, I will not allow you to associate any further with this case. It's not like we were ever letting you do much anyway. Von Karma, you still haven't answered my question. Or are you admitting to the fact that you didn't find the body after all? You say I never found the body. Where's your evidence? He's never going to confess. I have nothing further to say to you. Gregory Edgeworth, this matter will be decided in court. We'll see just how well your logic holds up there. Von Karma, I know your methods are wrong. I promise without fail, I will expose the truth you have hidden. And these police officers around here are just standing there, like, listening to this, you know? Like, what happened to accountability and, you know, stuff like that? Like, the entire police force that's here is corrupt as fuck. Consider that they're standing there and they know if Von Karma is talking shit, you know? Well, time for DL6. Detective Bad, I'm sorry. It's because you let me investigate that. You know, this was bound to happen sooner or later. This is also the first time I have been restricted in my investigation. Your theory that they never found the body sounds pretty close to mine. That I will make clear in court. If there's anything I can do to help, you know? Even though I'm no longer in charge of this case. Then, though I'm very sorry about this, I will have one more favor to ask you. Hey, what are you guys whispering about? I want to know too. This will be my trump card in court. The information I've gathered up till now should be enough to prove Mr. Master's innocence. But, if all else fails, I'll have this ready. Your trump card. You'll see at the trial. Wow! I get to be at the trial too! Of course, you are my assistant after all. You know I'll be a late attorney in the two next year. I will never be the two of us. Right. Although I hope to clear Mr. Master's name before you become a lawyer, if Von Karma is to be my opponent, he'll want the trial ended in a day. And that's right. We have to save Mr. Jeff as fast as we can. After all, this is you we're talking about. I'm sure you'll beat Von Karma. Jeff Master, alone in a dark cell, arrested on false charges. I must expose Von Karma's lies if I am to save him. Oof.